Mr. Floyd. Yeah, Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 and 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chief and crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the fresh boys,
high school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone, as we welcome you back to Belleville East High School. We are here for a little regional championship basketball action as your Collinsville Kahawks get ready to take on the Belleville West Maroons. And once again, a good evening. My name is Todd Duke. Chris Kettler will be along here in just a little while. We'll have Zach Roseman on the camera with us once again, and we hope that you're ready for a little Friday night basketball action with a lot more on the line than the previous Friday night basketball games that we have brought you since November. This one is for a regional championship and for the right to move on to sectional semifinal play this coming Tuesday night in the Pekin sectional. We still do not know where the game will be played between the winner of this game and the winner of the game tonight between O'Fallon and Edwardsville. I'm sure we'll find that out in the next 24 hours after both of these games conclude, but let's get on to the task at hand. Collinsville, they come into this contest tonight with a record of 29-3. Belleville West comes in at 16-13. They are under their first-year coach, Alex Schobert. Collinsville under their 11th-year coach, Coach Darren Lee. He brings with him a winning record as a Kahok head coach of 196 wins and 139 losses, and he is in his 31st year overall, and that record after 31 years, or almost 31 years in the books, 661 wins, 282 losses. I had a chance just a little while ago to catch up with the Kahok head coach, Darren Lee, and that conversation will come heading your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
And we welcome you back into the Call Up Jennings Florist pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. It is the regional championship game here at Belleville East High School for your Class 4A teams, Belleville West and Collinsville, as they'll hook up tonight. Collinsville head coach Darren Lee joining us now. Coach, let's go look back at the semifinal game against Granite City and get your thoughts on the 60-44 win.
Well, I thought we jumped on them early and went to the offensive glass and did a nice job. They played hard. They made a little run on us. We probably had a little trouble keeping them from getting to the basket a little bit. But overall, I thought we played pretty well. I wish we could knock down a few more shots, but we jumped on them and were able to pretty much keep a pretty comfortable lead the whole game.
You guys jumped on them early and quick, man. You had a 9-0 lead, and I think you were out rebounding them 12-0 at one point. So how important was that start?
Well, that was big. Get some confidence going early. That was definitely big. Then there's no doubt, who the better team is, and that was important, and just then kind of hung on from there. Sometimes it's just hard to in these postseason games. It's teams that are fighting for their lives. It's hard to sustain that. And Granite played hard. They were playing well. If they beat West last regular season game, they were playing well at the end of the year.
They came out of the locker room and seemed to have a little bit more pep in their step and started hitting some outside shots. Got a few three-pointers in there. Got themselves a little bit closer. Kind of a deja vu of that game at Granite City for a moment. So you guys handled that very well, I thought.
I thought we did. And give them credit. They did some things right. We had some things not go our way. We probably could have done a little better. We had a little trouble guarding number one. He's a good player, but they got within 8 or 9, and we quickly put it back to 15 and kind of put it away.
A couple of personal milestones out there for your guys in that game. Kedrian Jones hit 900 points for his career, and Kawan Smith hit 700. So the accolades keep coming for your guys.
Yeah, they do. That's certainly a nice for both of those guys.
All right, you have Belleville West here tonight. We're going to play the game of threes. Everybody knows about the game of threes. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in one season. This is your 3rd championship game in a row. You're looking for a win, 3rd time's a charm. So talk about the threes.
It is. I don't think it's our 3rd championship in a row, is it? 3 years ago, I think we got beaten in the semis, didn't we? 2 years ago? And it's our second. We were in it last year and got beat. But, it's our 3rd. Tough to beat a team 3 times, but we're going to have to play East or these guys. And the other thing about the threes is how many threes they made against us last time. They made 11, so that's a concern. It's going to be a tough game. I think they're going to try to spread the floor out, see if they can get it spread out away from the basket, see if they can get KJ away from the basket. We're going to have to counteract that somehow. Hopefully we can handle that.
Also, if you guys can pull out the victory tonight, it'd be win number 30 on the year for your team. A Kahok basketball team hasn't won 30 games since the 76-77 season, so I know that's not the most important thing tonight, but, that's pretty cool, too.
It is, and I was looking at that today, just when last time, and, that was a great team with Kevin Stallings and Joe Osla and Steve Ray, Balabradic. That team had a chance to... Some of the older fans had told me that Stallings got hurt, and it was Gimpy at the state tournament. They lost their first round of the state tournament in '77. That was an outstanding Kahok basketball team. So to get 30 wins, I think I counted today. There's 5, maybe there's 6 other teams, something like that have won 30 games in our school history.
All right, so let's get to the matters at hand here. You got the Belleville West Maroons tonight. I know what they bring. You know what they bring. So what does your team need to bring? What do you need to do tonight?
Well, we got to go inside to our KJ and Hall early. There's no doubt. We've got to get them the ball. They're going to try to keep them from getting it. That's something we have to pound it in there early, just like we did against Granite. We got to go to the offensive glass. We're going to have to, they're probably going to zone us. We're going to have to knock a shot down or two. And we're going to have to contain Tommy Williams, number 3. And he's a tough matchup for us. And, I think they're going to try to spread the floor, go 4 corners. They're going to try to spread us out. We'll have to manage that by not letting them beat us to the basket. And then they're going to try to drive in there and kick it out to number 11, Wells, throw some in, 23. They all can kind of shoot it. And Wells can shoot it the best. He really shot it well the other night. Number 10, Price, 22 against KJ. That hurt us last game. He had 3 threes on our big guys. So, we're going to have to contest those, and that's kind of a feast or famine for them. They made, I think they shot 26 the last time, so it's a worrisome for us. There's no doubt. We may try to press them a little bit early. It's hard to press this time of year. Teams are pretty good at handling pressure, so that's a gamble, but we may try that.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Okay, thanks, Todd.
That is Darren Lee, your Collinsville Kahok head coach. We'll take a break here on the Philip Jennings Flores pregame show. When we come back, we will have the starting rosters for both sides for you, and more names and more numbers. All that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
Call Up Jennings Flores, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Flores has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Flores is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Flores is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Flores, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200. Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering, wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Just because you can cut your own hair doesn't mean you should. The Shop, a great place in Collinsville for men and boys' haircuts, is where you should take your hair. The Shop is owned and operated by Collinsville High School graduates Danny Kress and Jody Neiman, and is located at 103 South Seminary Street in Uptown Collinsville. The Shop isn't just another place to get a haircut, as Danny and Jody take great joy in getting to know their clients and look forward to turning those clients into friends. When you sit in a stylish chair at the Shop, Jody and Danny pride themselves on getting to know you well enough to say, the usual? So, men and boys, if you're tired of the same old cookie-cutter approach to haircuts, check out Danny and Jody at the Shop. You may just walk out with not only a fantastic cut, but you may also walk out with a friend. Or two. The Shop in Collinsville, 618-772-7175. No appointment necessary. The Shop, 103 South Seminary in Uptown Collinsville.
Call up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Call Up Jennings Florist pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network as we getting you ready for this regional championship game between Collinsville and the Belleville West Maroons. I am Todd Duke. Zach Roseman will be on the camera. Chris Kettler joining us in just a moment. Forgot to welcome you into the Call Up Jennings Florist pregame show when we first came on the air, so let's do that now. Call Up Jennings Florist, a staple in the Collinsville area, has been for generations. 517 West Clay Street is where they are located in Collinsville, and right now you can stop on by and get a dozen carnations on sale right now for $25. That comes in a beautiful vase as well. If you would like more information, give Call Up Jennings Florist a call at 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com. Chris Kettler joins us on the pregame show now, and you had a chance to listen to Coach Lee's comments about the task at hand here tonight. Your takes from that conversation.
Well, the Belleville West team brings a lot of concerns with the type of game they're going to play. They're going to look for the spread the floor out, and it looks like they shot a lot of threes the last time they played. So if Belleville West is knocking down the threes, that's going to be something that's going to be able to keep them in the game. The Kahoks got to play their game here tonight. Look to get it inside against with KJ and Nate Hall and find a way to knock down a few shots here and there throughout the night. Long ball is something the Kahoks haven't done well this year, but hopefully we can get it done here tonight and find this regional championship.
You heard the coach talking about Tommy Williams for Belleville West. He comes in as their leading scorer and their leading rebounder. Williams, 423 points on the year, averaging 14.6 per game, and he's got 187 rebounds on the year as well, and he averages about 6.4 of those per game. So you put him in the mix, and they're trying to do the same thing with him that we're trying to do with Rayshawn and with KJ, only he can do the points from the paint and he can do the points from outside as well.
It was definitely a one-man show. First time these two teams hooked up at Collinsville. Really did the things to keep West in the game throughout the first half. Collinsville got extended the lead there in the third quarter of that game. Williams was the one-man show. If he can get some support, it'll make his game look even better as far as West goes.
And, of course, Collinsville counters with Rayshawn Taylor. He leads the Kahawks in points, 760 points on the year, averaging 23.8 on this season. He's the only one for the Kahawks in double digits. KJ is right behind him, almost in double digits at 9.5 points per game. But KJ is the one who leads the team in rebounds. Jones has 213 rebounds, and that averages out to about 6.7 a game. And Rayshawn, no slack on the boards either, averaging 6.1 a game.
Everybody rebounded real well, especially early there against Grant City. That second and third chances really helped the Kahawks build that initial lead, and that was nice to play from ahead throughout the game. Last time against Belleville West, it was a bit back and forth before Collinsville finally iced the game down there at the end, and that was the night Rayshawn broke the scoring record.
Sure was. He did that with a three-pointer, but speaking of three-pointers, that night Belleville West hit 11 of 23 three-pointers. If they have that kind of a night again, we might have a closer game than the 49-43 we had earlier.
That didn't look like they shot anything else other than the threes throughout the night, so they maybe they'll do more than that if they're going to depend on making 10, 11, 12 threes here tonight.
Kahawks, of course, are coming off of their 60-44 win over Granite City in Tuesday's regional semifinal. Collinsville has now won 4 straight after the only home loss of the season. That was on the 18th of February against Edwardsville. Belleville West, of course, they're coming off of a 46-44 win in their regional semifinal on Wednesday night over Belleville East. And West comes in 3-3 in their last 6 games, and all 3 of those games have been pretty much buzzer beater games.
Yeah, they have had some of those. Just a late win against East the other day. They had lost to Granite in their last game before that. So it's not a team that's playing their very best here so far, but they've done enough to get here in this regional championship game.
And of course, Belleville West is the two-time defending Class 4A champions, and they come in looking for their 4th regional championship in a row.
Yeah, you go back, and before that, they played Edwardsville for the sectional in that game, and then won 2 state titles in a row. Different team here than that team, but still counts as a 15-game playoff streak.
And Coach Lee did correct me, and I had to find out myself because I normally I don't remember things like that. And I looked at the schedule, and 2 years ago we lost to Springfield, or we beat Springfield in the first playoff game and then lost to Quincy. So just looking at the schedule, I assumed that we won the regional semifinal and then lost the regional championship game. But you reminded me there were 5 teams in that regional that year.
Yeah, well, that was the year we had to go back to Quincy back-to-back nights on a Monday night and a Tuesday night. No fun there. Didn't have a lot in the tank there in that game with the Blue Devils, and then the Blue Devils went on to win the regional championship before losing to Belleville West.
Yeah. The history between these two teams, Collinsville has the all-time overall record at 170 wins against Belleville or Belleville West before they became West back in the 70s. 58 wins for West. Also, all-time playoff record is 10-5. The last playoff meeting between these two teams was back on March the 4th of 2014. We won that game 45-43 in the regional semifinal, and then we lost the championship game. Matter of fact, 3 years in a row, 2012, 2013, and 2014, these two teams met each other in the playoffs.
The 2012 one was the one that really hurt KL team that won the conference and then got bounced in the first game of the playoffs, playing back-to-back games with Belleville West that year.
Yeah, lost 61-57 in that game. Coach Lee, he is 12-10 in the regular season against Belleville West, 2-1 in the playoffs, and that gives him an overall record of 14-11 as he reaches the stretch run of his 11th year as the Kahok head coach. All right, here are your starters for tonight for Belleville West. In case you joined us in that last game, same lineups. Tommy Williams, the 6'4 junior, will start for the Maroons. Kelly Price, a 6' senior. Greg Wells, a 6'2 senior. Ty Lampley, a 6'3 junior. And Javion Wallace, a 5'10 junior. For Collinsville, Kawan Smith, the 5'9 senior. Rayshawn Taylor, the 6'1 senior. Nate Hall, the 6'7 junior. Laurent Giladini, the 6'3 senior. And Kadrian Jones, the 6'6 senior. And that rounds out your starters for Collinsville. And once again, this is predominantly a purple and white crowd. There are 8.5 sections of this gym filled with purple and white, and there's 1.5 filled with Maroons fans.
Just a smattering of Maroons fans here. Came across town. Another big Kahok crowd. Looks like the students filed in pretty well. He was worried about them, but
yeah,
they're here. They're ready to cheer.
That was about half of that size on Tuesday night. Well, I don't want to raise it up. I don't have it set like that. But yeah, they're over there.
Ready for this one. The lineups have been introduced, and referee Andy Special will throw this one up with Nate Hall in the circle for the Kahoks. And
Nate Hall versus Ty Lampley. 6'3" versus 6'6". Collinsville, the home team. They are in their white uniforms with the purple numbers and the word Kahoks written across their chest. Maroons are dressed just like that. Maroon uniforms, white numbers, and the word West written across the fronts of their chest. And we open up this game by winning the tip-off. Hall back to Kawan Smith, and we're underway. Kawan Smith over onto the wing to Giladini. In case we haven't shown you a picture of Coach Lee yet, he is sporting that purple blazer. He's looking sharp. Here is Rayshawn into the paint, picks up his dribble, gives it back outside to Kawan Smith, and Smith will reset the offense and give it up to Giladini. Over here on this left wing, over to the right side for Hall. Free throw line. He puts it up, no good. KJ gets the rebound, and he gets fouled going up with it.
Rebound there by KJ. 3 Maroons down there underneath, and KJ plays big, goes up for that one.
Javion Wallace guilty of the infraction, so the first foul belongs to Belleville West. Kadrian Jones at the free throw line for Collinsville, and KJ coming in a 63.4% shooter from the charity stripe, and the first point comes from the free throw line. Jones wears number 41 for the Kahawks. Just went over 900 points in that win over Granite City on Tuesday night. misses the second free throw, and Belleville West takes care of the rebound. Here is the aforementioned Tommy Williams. He stops on a dime and then hands the ball off to Lampley, who gives it back to Williams. He puts a spin move on in the paint, almost lost the ball, gives it up to Wells. Wells back out to Williams on that far left wing. Now over to Wallace, back over this way to Lampley. Lampley dribbles, offset free throw line, takes the shot, rattles but won't fall. Kawan Smith pulls away the rebound for Collinsville. Zigzags his way through the defense, and over onto the right wing, gives it up for Geladini. To the free throw line for Hall, who hands off to a streaking Rayshawn Taylor. Baseline, no room to move. And that ball is knocked out of bounds by Greg Wells, and Collinsville will inbound from underneath of their own basket.
Wells does a good job of cutting off Rayshawn there. It doesn't even let him drive baseline. Tried to dump it off. He's really looking for KJ, was Taylor, but had to settle for West knocking it out of bounds.
And that ball's knocked out of bounds by West as well, and again knocked out of bounds by Wells. And Collinsville will do it again, this time from the other side of the basket. Here is Geladini into Taylor, into the left-hand corner. Looking to work his way around Price, does so with a pass to Geladini, now into the paint, back out for Taylor. Bluffs the three, pulls it up inside, takes the shot, rolls across the rim. No good. Geladini there with the rebound for Collinsville. And then he travels. First turnover of the game belongs to Collinsville. And would you believe it if I were to tell you that we'd be 90 seconds into this game and it would be 1-0?
If you knew West what they were trying to accomplish, it may not be too surprising. But a couple shots for Collinsville hasn't fallen yet, and West has only taken one in it, rimmed out.
All right, just at midcourt is Wallace. Wallace dribbles his way over onto the far side and then top of the key to Price. Now back over to Wells, and Wells back into the corner now for Price. Price kicks it back out front, and Tommy Williams has it. Williams gives it up now for Price, and Price backs all the way up toward the scorer's table. 2 minutes gone here in this first quarter, 1-0 in favor of Collinsville. And here is Wallace. Wallace gets it on the outside wing for Lampley, and Lampley back over this way for Price. And then Williams with it again as Belleville West chews up a lot of time, and West will take a lead as Tommy Williams breaks the scoring drought here for the Maroons, and it's 2-1 in favor of Belleville West. Over to Nate Hall on the wing, now into the corner for Kawan Smith. Smith over to Geladini. Geladini gives it to Taylor for three from the wing, and yes! That's what we needed.
Let's work it around. Rayshawn gets open. I knocked down the open shots, and that's what happens there. Ooh, West about lose that one. Then Rayshawn almost gets it again.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
Wells drives in and gets called for a charge.
I forgot to tell my dad that I was live. They're down in Florida, probably waiting. Wait, what time was this supposed to be on?
Well, then Geladini takes that charge. Wells driving in.
Are they going to give Wells the foul? I guess the scorekeeper was waiting to get the number. There it goes.
I think they got it kind of mixed up with maybe Geladini's number.
Could be.
But they got it on Wells.
Yeah, they don't have a 32, does Belleville. At least not that I'm aware of anyway. All right, 4-2 in favor of Collinsville. Here is Geladini over to Hall. Hall at the top of the key. He's just getting bumped all over by Williams. Doing a little bit of that body work off the glass. And Kadrian Jones extends the Kahok lead. It's now 6-2. Turnover. Taylor. Good.
Sean gets the steal and then finds his way to the hole after KJ scores, and West is going to call timeout.
Belleville West calls a timeout. We will take a timeout right along with them, and we're back after this break on the Kahok Sports Network. The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and, of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes that bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org. Back at Belleville East High School, Todd Duke, Chris Kettler, Zach Roseman along with you. Collinsville out front by a score of 8-2 after a three-point shot and a turnover for two more, and then that three-point shot was just answered by Khalid Price. And Belleville West hanging tough early on here.
Rayshawn takes the three and missed that off front of the rim. West gets the rebound.
And another three. That one's an air ball. And here come the Kahawks back the other way. Geladini with it on the left wing. Back out to Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor, couple of dribbles, pulls it up on the wing, gives to Geladini. Now on the far side wing for Nate Hall. Back out front to Geladini. Kahawk student body cheering section is loud and proud here tonight. There's KJ, strange angle, but he gets it to go off the glass anyway. Almost underneath the basket.
Created enough separation between him and Howell. Now Westbrook turns it over. Kahawks in transition.
Here comes Skeet to Geladini baseline. Back out to Nate Hall. Inside to KJ, and he is fouled by Reuben Howell, the 6'3 junior who came in during the break. He was the one who won it for him the other night, broke a tie at the free throw line, and Belleville East did not lead any longer after that.
He's had his hands full here in the two trips up the court. KJ scored on him the first time, and now he fouls him. Tough matchup for Howell so far.
Inbound pass coming in from Geladini. All the way out to midcourt to Skeet. That would be Kawan Smith. Smith brings it from the far side to the near side. Reverses direction, directs some traffic and gives it up to Geladini. Fakes the three and gives it up to Smith in the corner. Smith comes out of the corner, cuts across the free throw line. Nate Hall with it on the left wing. Now over to Geladini, working it up inside again. Off the glass, no good. Rebound is.
Something like that. Looked like KJ cleared him out a little bit after the first rebound.
Oh, another turnover. Shot no good. And now the ball out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Collinsville.
Cavs stand up there putting on some pressure every time West throws the ball in. Led to two turnovers now. They got one basket quickly. And now look at another possession.
12-5 in favor of Collinsville. 2:45 left to play here in this opening quarter. Here is Taylor on the right wing and stays over there for a moment, picks up his dribble. KJ off the glass, two more.
Let's keep going to the well there. Feeding it to KJ. Now he gets a foul. Denayan Williams up underneath the basket. Don't want him to get into foul trouble, but we'll see how the first one sets up from here. 9 points already for KJ.
First foul of the night for Collinsville. Here is Tommy Williams, dumps it off over to an open lane, and KJ says, sorry, Mr. Howell, not today. Stuffed that one back in his face and then some, didn't he?
Swats it down, stayed perfect position.
All the way out to midcourt, it goes to Wallace. They give it up over onto the far side wing, and that is Price. Price at the top of the key for Williams. Williams, the only starter left over from last year's championship team, takes a shot, no good, and the rebound is whistled dead. And we're going to have a foul against Geladini.
And Geladini failed to get that rebound and commits the foul.
Inbound pass will come in from Price. He's the trigger man and gets it into Williams. Williams over in that left-hand corner, tries to drive baseline. He's cut off, takes the shot anyway. There was only like 4 white jerseys in front of his face. Rebound belongs to Collinsville, and here is Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor dribbles and drives, takes the shot. Lost the handler, got knocked out of his hands. And Belleville West comes up with a turnover, and now here is Price. Top of the key, and Howell with a three-point shot, nothing but air.
As the matchup coach Lee was worried about earlier, Howell knocking down threes with KJ as his matchup, but Howell airballs that one.
Belleville West has hit 1 3-pointer. They've tried 4. Collinsville has hit 1 out of their 2 tries. Here is Taylor. All the way back at midcourt. We have 90 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. 14-5 in favor of Collinsville. Over to Smith it goes. On the left wing into the left corner, Nate Hall bluffs the three-point shot. Back out to Smith. Smith gives it up to Geladini, and Geladini at midcourt gives it back up to Skeet. Over on the far side, wide open 3 for Rayshawn. Yes!
Like you said, wide open, and it's going to count, but there's some kind of whistle here. Let me get KJ on the foul.
KJ said that he tripped and fell into him. He didn't do it on purpose, so still going to be called a foul, and KJ's going to have a seat. David Granger, the 6'6" senior, comes in. So same height as KJ, just a little less in the poundage area. Boy, he's got some long arms, doesn't he?
Long arms. He can block shots.
Yeah.
He's had some big jams, especially in this gym a few times.
Here is Wells. Gets it back over to Wallace. Wallace at midcourt. 1 minute to go here in this first quarter. Now Tommy Williams. Dribble drive and stops at the free throw line. Gives it up now for Lampley. Lampley back out to Williams. Back over to Lampley in front of the Kahok bench. Top of the key, Williams for three. Too strong. Bounces all the way out. And Skeet gets it, and then he gets ran into. A blocking call coming up against Tommy Williams.
Tommy Williams' first foul, not a bad foul to take, because if Skeet would have got around him, it would have been Skeet and Nate Hall the basket all alone.
Yep, would have been a basketball equivalent of a hockey breakaway.
Kahoks will look for the last shot here for this quarter, up 12.
35 seconds to go. And we'll just hold the ball a little bit out at midcourt. Let West press the issue. They do just a bit, but Collinsville will play catch with it along the line as we approach 20 seconds to play here in this first quarter. Over to Geladini. Back out to Taylor. Over this way to Skeet. Taylor makes the move. 10 seconds left. Gives it up to Smith. Smith gives it back up to Taylor. Taylor gets a screen from Geladini. Three-point shot. That's a little bit too strong. Rebound belongs to the Maroons, and at the buzzer, they miss it, but it wasn't that far away. After 1 quarter of play, Collinsville leads the Belleville West Maroons in this regional championship game by a score of 17-5. And we are back with quarter number 2 in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design.
And once again, we welcome you back to Belleville East High School, home of the Lancers and site of this Class 4A basketball regional. The other regional taking place in Edwardsville with the host Tigers taking on the O'Fallon Panthers. Now we have a score from that game?
It's 13-8 O'Fallon after 1, and a 3A regional Triad at 17-9 East St. Louis over Triad.
Well, Triad's making a comeback, aren't they? It was 12-3 a little while ago, wasn't it? Something like that.
Not a few more points here, but
yeah,
they got a long ways to go.
That they do. All right, we're underway here in quarter number 2. Collinsville with a 12-point lead after quarter number 1. And the Maroons with the ball, and here is Wells. He gets it out front to Lampley. Over this way now in front of the Kahok bench to Tommy Williams. Williams into this perimeter and then comes back out. Overhead pass to Wallace. Wallace will back all the way up to midcourt and give the ball up now to Wells. Wells gives the ball up as well. And here's a three-point shot. That one won't hit the mark, and then it goes out of bounds, and it's going to belong to Collinsville.
Tommy Williams trying to get to the ball, knocked it out first.
Geladini inbounds to Smith, and Collinsville works the ball up into the offensive side of their court. Just underway in quarter number 2, 17-5 in favor of Collinsville. Winner moves on to the Pekin sectional semifinal on Tuesday. And they'll take on the winner of the Edwardsville-O'Fallon game, and that game Tuesday will be played somewhere around here, although we do not know yet. We would imagine by tomorrow morning we should know. Here is Geladini deep on the left wing into Nate Hall in the perimeter on the left side. Hall gives it back up to Geladini over on the far side now for Smith. Smith, one dribble and gives it up to Geladini, who gives to Ray Taylor, and Taylor gets blocked off there by Tommy Williams, and he tries to get around Williams again on that baseline. Williams isn't giving up any of that, and almost a steal by Price, but Smith got his hands on the ball first. Over to Geladini. Gives it back up to Smith. In the corner and to Nate Hall, and he puts a little floater up, no good, but Granger is there with the tap back, and David's on the board for the first time tonight.
Nate Hall couldn't get good positioning to put a good one up off the backboard or anything like that, but Granger cleans it up.
And another turnover. We heard Coach Lee talking about in the pregame show he was going to put on some pressure early to see if it worked. Wow.
Another one of them sweet Rayshawn Taylor layups.
Wow.
The ball just barely reaches the rim, finds enough to fall in. Another timeout for West, 21-5, Kahawks.
That ball had a lot of spin on it. There is a timeout on the floor, so we will step aside as well, and we are back in just a moment here on the Kahawks Sports Network.
Looking to buy a new home or sell your current one? Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquee Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now. Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquee to help you find the perfect home or to help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at 618-780-4622 or visit them online at BlaylockTeam.com or on Facebook at the Blaylock Team.
Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their third year of operation on Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-855-9100 or online at sloanspubhouse.com.
Back to action here at Belleville East High School. Collinsville up 21-5, and the Maroons have the ball, and Collinsville is whistled for a foul. And this one's going to go against Geladini. That'll be his second. So Geladini and Jones account for the 4 fouls for Collinsville, with those two having 2 each. At the free throw lines, Tommy Williams. Williams hits on the first one.
He's trying to create something for the Maroons there. Geladini bit on the pump fake there.
Tommy Williams this year only 58.8 from the free throw line. 177 shots, 104 made.
Just that one. Now they're going to get Howell on the clear out on the rebound.
Ruben Howell picks up his second. You know, during that game on Tuesday night, Rayshawn also had a couple of points from the free throw line. 500 free throws he's made in his Kahawk career.
Wow.
Here is Smith, and a double dribble will be the third turnover for Collinsville. West gets the ball back. Here is Tommy Williams, the 6'4 junior. Picks up his dribble and has to fire a pass over to Wallace, and then Williams will get it back and then give it up to Price. 5.5 to go here in this first half. Collinsville up 21-6. West with the ball, looking for more, and a three-point shot by Price, his second of the night. We'll account for a few more of those, and the Maroons now have 9 points. Here is Rayshawn Taylor. Over to Geladini, now to Smith, and inside to Hall. Back around it goes to Geladini. Works it to Granger just outside the paint. Now back outside we go. Into the corner for Rayshawn. Collinsville keeping the ball on the outside of the perimeter for right now. Geladini almost couldn't handle that hot potato over there from Granger. Now back over to Taylor, and tell you what, Tommy Williams doing a good job not giving Taylor that baseline. Almost a turnover by Collinsville. Underneath the basket, Taylor off the glass, can't get it to go. And then a jump ball called. Possession arrow in favor of Collinsville. There is DJ Newsom, who checks into the game for the first time, a 6'1" junior. As Kadrian Jones checks back in for the Kahawks. Nate Hall will go to the bench and get a well-deserved drink of water.
West seems to go with a smaller lineup here, so Coach Lee counters with bringing KJ in here with 2 fouls halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah, you get KJ and Granger down there. Both of them are 6'6". Rayshawn being shadowed the whole time by Tommy Williams. Rayshawn floats through the lane and puts up a shot, no good. Granger, Jones again. And after 3 rebounds, Collinsville couldn't pick up a point. final rebound belonged to Belleville West. Kahawks are out rebounding the Maroons 9-5. Over in the corner it goes to Newsom. And then back out front, top of the key. Dribble drive Wells in the paint, kicks it back outside for Newsom. He drives and penetrates the lane, and shot no good. And Taylor had his finger on it, thought it was going to go out of bounds. 3-point shot, that one's woefully short. And now a big breakaway, and Koan Smith off the glass for 2, gets his name up there on the scoreboard.
Yeah, Skeet just started breaking down the court right away, and all Rayshawn had to do was throw it down there to him. He had everybody beat.
We've seen that a few times this year, have we not?
Oh, quite a few. One or the other, looking for the other one.
Over into the far side wing in front of the Kahawk student body cheering section. Newsom, gives it up for Price. Back to Newsom. He drives baseline, and not a lot of room to move, but he found some room to pass. While he was in the air, he was out of bounds, but his feet never touched. And now into the corner, 3-point shot for Wells. That one rattles but won't fall. And Rayshawn Taylor with the rebound for Collinsville. The Kahawk senior is double teamed and throws the ball over on the far side. Almost picked off there by Price. Gives it back to Taylor, and a floater works from just underneath the basket. And the Kahawks extend their lead to 25-9. Here is Wallace. He'll drive right through the lane and slice right in between KJ and Gelladini, but couldn't get it to finish. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Taylor dumps it off to Granger on a no-look pass. And another timeout called by Coach Alex Schobert. And the, oh crap.
What was that?
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats.
El Cafe Agape got an extra commercial. I just got the signal on my laptop that the battery was low. Plug it in. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to plug it in. So I just pressed the first commercial I could see, and then I went to work, and that's where we are. 3-point shot on the way. That one misses the mark, and the rebound belongs to Granger for Collinsville. As we get back to something here. Here's Granger in the corner. Over to Gelladini, who gives it up to Rayshawn. Taylor with it, right in front of the Belleville West bench. 27-9 in favor of Collinsville. Taylor puts one up, but hits the front of the rim. Rebound belongs to the Maroons. Here comes Price. Price, oh, from behind. Get that out of here, says Granger.
Price never saw him. Sidestep Gelladini, and Granger comes from his left, and Coach Lee's going to call timeout.
Yeah, he doesn't look too happy for some reason or another. So, now that I have myself composed, we will take another timeout, and we'll be back in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, weshipstlouis.com, or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Back here at Belleville East High School, Todd Duke, Zach Roseman on the camera. The other voice on the microphone is Chris Kettler. We're glad that you're with us here as we have 1:51 left to play here in this second quarter. Collinsville up 27-9. Belleville West with the ball, and here is Tommy Williams. Williams over on the far side for Newsom. DJ Newsom back over to Tommy Williams. What's going on in the O'Fallon game?
22-18 O'Fallon at half, and Triad is beating East St. Louis 26-24 at the half.
Wow, that's a nice comeback there for the Knights. Oh, there's another air ball. We've had a number of those here in this game by the Maroons.
That's a shocker there, East St. Louis down.
Yeah, especially when they had a commanding lead early on. 90 seconds left to play here in this first half. 27-9 in favor of Collinsville, and the Kahawks with the ball. No pressure at all being put on in the backcourt by the Maroons. Collinsville brings it up in the form of Kawan Smith. Smith.
The Kahawks are interested in working some clock here, and
I'm sure they'd be very happy taking a 27-9 lead into the locker room, or maybe 29.
Got it all spread out here. Almost four corners, like.
Almost. Here's Yeladini, and he gets caught at the line. Nice job getting rid of it. He almost got shoved into the backcourt. Here is Smith, splits through the defense. Fingertip roll goes out of bounds, and that turns into the fourth Kahawk turnover.
Didn't settle for it there. He thought he had a lane to the basket, got closed off. Didn't get much up on his shot. They're going to get Geladini out here with his 2 fouls, bring Logan Carlisle in for the first time this night.
Logan Carlisle was one of the Kahawks that participated in the three-point contest before this game got started, and unfortunately no one from Collinsville made it into the next round.
Yeah. Carlisle, Caleb Ballinger, Tag Baker, and
there's another three-point shot.
Nick Graff were in it.
Yeah, I think 7 was the best we could do.
Yeah, Tag at 7, and the best lowest to advance was 8. 2 guys had to shoot off at 8.
Yeah, 2 guys had to shoot off at 8. Then we had a couple with 9 and 1 with 10. So they all advanced to the next round. That'll be a week from tonight at Pekin. There's a pass that Hall tried to thread in between a couple of defenders to Granger, but it ping-ponged off of those defenders and ends up into the hands of Price. So with 10 seconds left, Belleville West will try for the last points. Outside, here's Price for 3. He drains it. That's all he's hit so far in this game is 3 at the buzzer. Oh, yeah!
Ray Sean hits a half-court shot to answer that back.
Wow!
30-12, Kahawks here at the half.
That was from beyond half court. And a standing ovation for the all-time points leader in Kahawk history as he hits one from half court and beyond at the buzzer. That makes it 30-12 in favor of Collinsville as we welcome you now into the Cafe Agape halftime show. Brought to you by my good friends Ron McGee. He's here with his daughter Dana. They're right down the way a little bit. And they invite you to come check out their establishment on St. Louis Road. And if you are in need of some catering, whether it's for a small lunch gathering or maybe a medium-sized business lunching, or maybe you have a large wedding that you want to get catered, well, give Cafe Agape a call, 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. Quite the first half we had. Collinsville leading by a score of 30-12, and the Cafe Agape halftime show will come your way next on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering, wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Everyone has those projects around the house that you just don't want to do. AW Outdoor Solutions can take care of that for you. Former Collinsville High School graduate Adam Welly owns AW Outdoor Solutions, and he and his crew can handle all of the dirty work around your home or business, whether that's tree trimming and maintenance, brush removal, power washing, gutter cleaning, and leaf raking and removal. AW Outdoor Solutions can handle that and much more. AW Outdoor Solutions is fully insured and offers free estimates on all of their work. AW Outdoor Solutions. Call Adam Welly at 314-252-8010 or on Facebook at AW Outdoor Solutions. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering, wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Cafe Agape halftime show here at Belleville East, where Collinsville has a 30-12 lead at the end of one half of play. Leading scorer in this one right now is Rayshawn Taylor. He has 15 points. Everybody else in single digits. Keidrian Jones right behind Rayshawn with 9 points. 4 points for David Granger and 2 for Kawan Smith. Only 2 basketball players have scored for Belleville West. That would be Khalil Price. He has hit nothing but 3-pointers. He has 3 of those for 9 points. And Tommy Williams has 3 points total, and that equals your 12 points there for Belleville West. For Collinsville, they have out-rebounded Belleville West here in this one 11-6. The Maroons have turned the ball over 6 times compared to 5 for Collinsville. And from the three-point lines, Collinsville has hit 3 of 4. Matter of fact, I think they're all Rayshawn Taylor's. He just missed 1. 3 of 4, including the one from beyond half court. And for Belleville West, they have hit 3 3-pointers also, but they have taken 13 shots. So they are 3 of 13. And from the free throw lines, both teams are just 1 of 2. Time for the scoreboard. What you got over there?
We said Fountain was being Edwardsville 22-18 at the half. Try at 26-24 at the half over East St. Louis. Madison is winning their sectional game 27-26.
Well, that's a close
over
one.
West Central. That was really all I had.
A score from across the river, CBC and DeSmet. Didn't we have that one?
Yeah, CBC and DeSmet.
It's always a good matchup.
62-52 CBC. Stones throw away. Lincoln, I always like to follow Lincoln. They're beating Danville 35-27, but that's a bit out of our area.
Baseball Cardinals had the day off today because their manager got married. So nothing to report from the Grapefruit League. And the last time I heard a Blues score, it was 1-1.
Sully said 4-1.
Blues?
No, New Jersey.
Oh, that's not good. Hey, they're not even that good of a team. All right. Well, you know what? The Blues have been coming back all year, so why not another comeback in this game as well? We can only hope so. Here, it is 30-12 at halftime. And again, a big thank you to Cafe Agape. Hey, don't forget Easter's coming up. So if you want to order an Easter ham, well, you need to get a hold of folks at Cafe Agape. Again, that number is 345-CAFE, 345-2233. We're back with the second half in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering, wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats. First National Bank of Waterloo, celebrating over 100 years of banking in the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo's O'Fallon branch office for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, come see Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo in O'Fallon. Call Bill at 618-632-1010. Visit him at 104 Regency Park in O'Fallon or online at fnbwaterloo.com. That's my bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back here at Belleville East High School, I am Todd Duke alongside Chris Kettler and Zach Roseman, and we are just about ready for this second half to get underway between Collinsville and Belleville West. Collinsville leading right now by 18 points, 30-12, as we are about ready to begin quarter number 3.
Don't count nothing yet. Kahoks has a 17-point lead at halftime last week. Still got plenty of a battle from Granite City. Let's see how this third quarter goes. Collinsville had a big third quarter against Belleville West the first time the two teams played the game in Collinsville.
There's Tommy Williams with a head of steam. He barrels his way down the court and then pulls up shot right inside the perimeter, and he'll get the ball back. We're underway here. Quarter number 3, regional championship on the line. Collinsville trying to dethrone the back-to-back state champs. There's a 3-ball from the corner, and that one hits the dirt for Javion Wallace.
Well, West might be heating up from threes, but they've been taking a lot, and they really haven't been falling, but their last two have, and then Rayshawn answered with the half-court shot.
And a foul going to be called against Lampley on a little arm bar. That'll be his first.
Yeah, Smith was tightrope walking the half-court line there after he had crossed over.
Coach Schobert wanted the call, didn't he?
Looking for it.
Yeah, he was. Here is Smith splitting the defense again, and splits him coming back the other way. Gives to Rayshawn, gives to KJ, who gives to Hall. Hall off the fat part of the iron, won't go in. And the rebound comes all the way out for Smith. Gets it back inside, now to the free throw line for Hall. Back out front for Taylor, into the corner for Smith. Smith works his way out of that left-hand corner, right in front of his friends in the student body cheering section. To KJ underneath, and a foul coming up. This one's going to go against KJ on a charging call. And he'll pick up his third.
I think the defender was there, but not a lot of contact for him to be falling down that hard. KJ gets his third, and he'll have to go to the bench.
Yeah, Granger will come in to take his place.
It helped at the beginning of the game. Kahoks really established KJ underneath, led him to this lead here, and goes to the bench here a minute into the third quarter.
Yeah, KJ had 9 quick points. I think he was shut out totally in that second quarter as far as points go. But he did pull down a couple of key rebounds. All right, here's the Maroons with the ball again. They scored the first 3 points here in the second half, looking to do the same. Here is Price all the way out front for Wells now. Wells dribbles into the paint off the glass. Granger says, nope, not today. Rebound belonged to the Maroons. The second rebound belongs to him also. 3-point shot on the way. That one misses the mark. And this time the rebound belongs to Granger. Here comes Collinsville. Taylor splits the defense, has the ball swatted out of his hands by Price and out of bounds.
Wallace stood tall there, and Rayshawn tried to sidestep him. He didn't see Howe coming in from behind. But Kahok still get the ball back.
Here's Smith from in front of his bench all the way out to midcourt. 6:10 left to play here in this third quarter. Collinsville up 30-15. Winner moves on to sectional play Tuesday night. Here is Nate Hall from the free throw line. Hall turns around, nowhere to go, dumps it off to Taylor. He drives baseline, gets knocked out of bounds by Williams, but while Rayshawn was in midair, he got the ball back in. Taylor to Hall. Hall shot just a little bit too soft, and the rebound belongs to Skeet, and then he gets fouled from behind by Ruben Howell, and that'll be the third on Howell.
Skeet out hustle Tommy Williams with that ball there.
We know how fast Tommy Williams is.
Skeet coming all the way from the corner there. Just barely beat him to it.
Hall inbounds into the backcourt for Smith. And Smith across the line for Gelladini, over to Taylor and back to Hall. Hall, one move, takes it off the glass, and it bounces. Hall's hurt. Nate Hall is hurt.
He's taking some bumps, trying to get inside there, and
I think he might have got the wind knocked out of him.
Seems to be grabbing at his face, maybe, his mouth. Maybe just took a little bit of a hit.
Yeah, it could be. Well, we have a little bit of an injury timeout on the floor, so we'll step aside. No, we won't. He's back up already.
He's up and they'll get him out. Poked in the eye, maybe.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. When I see somebody double over like that, I automatically assume they got the wind knocked out of them. But, yeah, he appeared to be holding his face and probably took an inadvertent finger or a thumb to the eye. So
Carlisle will check in his spot.
We're back to action. Maroons with the ball. Collinsville with the lead. 32-15. 3:25 left to play here in this third quarter. Here is Wallace. Wallace over on the far side for Price. Price on the wing. 3-point shot. That one swoops right out of there from Greg Wells. And the rebound belongs to Collinsville once again. All the way up to Taylor. On the pass by Granger. Dumps it off to Smith. And from about 6 feet under the basket, Smith drains his second bucket of the night.
All set up because Granger decided to send that long risky pass to Rayshawn there, and it worked out to get the basket.
Here is Price once again. He'll drive into the perimeter, and I should have been a travel, number one. Now we're going to have a foul call. This one's going to go against Granger. That'll be his first, team's second. Kahok's only had 4 fouls in that first half. At the free throw line is Cully Price, and he hits the first one. Price on the year, 61.8% from the free throw line. And the next one rolls all the way around and comes out. Collinsville with the rebound. Oh, Skeet gets a nice feed, takes it off the glass for 2, and Belleville West would like to call another timeout. So we will step aside as well, and we're back with more right after this break on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
A reminder that the Collinsville Junior Service Club Trivia Night is coming up on Friday, March the 20th. Doors open at 6 p.m. Games start at 7 p.m. For table reservations, give them a call at 618-288-2886. 4:37 left to play here in this third quarter. Collinsville up 36-16. As we are just about ready to get back to action here, and we are with an inbound pass that comes in for Belleville West and Tommy Williams, and he moves the ball up across the timeline.
West with only one timeout left now for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they do. I was going to say they got to be getting close. I was looking up at that and taking care of some business as well as Williams.
That's a tough shot.
Gets a short jumper.
Tough shot there. Good job putting that one in.
And over to Granger. Baseline. Oh, yeah.
He had a good lane there to drive to the basket and just slams it down with authority. David Granger.
Not that the Kahok crowd needed any kind of boost, but boy, that just got them all off their seats for a moment, didn't it?
Definitely, and Granger gets the big rebound here. And
Taylor had a little trouble getting it out of the backcourt, so he had to give it up on a pass, and now Carlisle wide open for three. No. Rebound. Granger, glass, no. Second time, yes.
West trying to press a little bit, and the Kahoks are able to get up the court real quick behind them, and it's not a good recipe for West. Trying to force some action and some turnovers.
Here is Williams. He'll hand the ball off to Price. Price head fakes into the perimeter, gives it back to West. He'll try a three in front of Rayshon. Rayshon's there with the rebound after the miss. He gets it up to Smith and off the glass with a little underhand layup. And Collinsville's off and rolling now.
The only one getting back was a West player, and he's selling out to Granger, and Skeet gets a layup, and West is going to just finish off their timeouts here with the Kahoks up 24.
3:06 left in the third quarter, and telling you what, Belleville West finishing up their timeouts here early. We'll take a timeout as well. We're back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahoks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahok, always a Kahok. Hashtag Kahok Family.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background-checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Back to action here at Belleville East High School. Todd Duke, Zach Roseman, Chris Kettler along with you. 42-18 in favor of Collinsville as the Kahoks look for their first regional championship trophy since the end of the 2015 season. Into the corner for Wallace for three. That one's good. Seems like that's all that Belleville West has been able to hit in this game is three-pointers and a couple of free throws. Collinsville brings it up. They get it across the line to Geladini. Geladini. And then he lost the handle on it on a return pass. And the Maroons get it back. Here is a spin move by Wells, and then he loses it. An exchange of turnovers. Rayshon brings it up to Smith off the glass. Won't go. And this time the rebound belongs to Belleville West. Maroons bring it up. Here is Wallace over on the wing for Williams. Williams baseline shot. That one floats in there.
That's going to get the matchup they needed there as West was bringing the ball up quickly. Rayshon late arriving to get in there on Williams. A couple baskets here for the Maroons.
All the way into the corner for Logan Carlisle in front of his own bench. Back out to the midcourt stripe for Smith. Free throw line for Geladini. Back over to Taylor. 1:50 left to play here in this third quarter. 42-23, Collinsville with the lead. Here is Smith. Over to Taylor. Geladini at the free throw line. Got ran into by Williams and no call. Now back to Geladini, and he'll have that ball knocked out of his hands, and Tommy Williams can't believe it. He's looking around for any kind of a zebra to talk to and plead his case and say that was off of them, not me.
Continue to talk to Nate Hall over there inside. Maybe took a little hit to the head or something.
There is Taylor on the inbound, gets it into Geladini. Geladini in the corner. Little contact being made over there by Wells, but no call. Here is Smith back at midcourt. Over to Rayshawn as we have 1:25 to play here in this third quarter. Here is Taylor to Geladini. Geladini gets double team, gets out of it, gives it to Taylor in the paint, off the glass, won't go, blocking foul, and that one is going to be called against Ruben Howell, and that'll be his fourth.
Sean grabbing his lower back, hasn't gotten up quite just yet.
That's not good.
Working his way up.
We have seen him a couple of times this year grimacing a little bit of pain, only to stay out there and continue playing.
He's a gamer. He just keeps going out there through any kind of pain he might have. Just took a bit of a fall, a tumble.
Yeah, he's holding that small of his back. He'll be visiting Dr. McCluskey tomorrow, I'm sure. All right, Rayshawn at the free throw line for the first time tonight. And his first one is no good. Rayshawn on the year, 72.8% from the charity stripe. Second shot, that one's good. That's Rayshawn's first points here in the second half. And we are down to 1:05 left to play here in this third quarter. Here is Giovanni Wallace. Gets the ball over to Patterson. Back over to Williams. Williams trying to drive around Rayshawn, and he does so, but the shot goes a little bit too hard off the glass after a couple of volleys. The Maroons come away with the rebound, and Collinsville will be guilty of a foul. This one's going to go against Geladini. That'll be his third. At the free throw line, Greg Wells. He has two shots, and he makes the first one. Wells comes into this game 75.7% from the line, and he misses the second of the two. Collinsville ends up with the rebound, and the Kahawks work the ball back up with 45 seconds to play here in this third quarter. Taylor and Smith play catch across the line, and then Smith brings it the rest of the way, gets it to Taylor, dumps it off. Oh! Wow. That was a no-look, over-the-shoulder pass from Rayshawn Taylor to Granger, and Granger with the stuff. And that makes it 45-24 in favor of Collinsville. That's a nice play.
Most players would look to just get that up in themselves, try to get the points themselves. He knew Granger was behind him and could just go out for the jam. We'll get Josh Chambers in here.
Josh Chambers, the 6'6 junior, checks in. He'll take the place of Geladini with his 3 fouls. KJ remains on the bench with his 3 as well. And David Granger is the only other Kahawk to have a foul. He has just 1. Tommy Williams pops, but it won't drop. And there is Tag Baker with the rebound, Logan Carlisle with the rebound. Then someone clamps on, and we call a jump ball. Possession arrow remains in favor of, well, it was Collinsville, no? Yes?
Yeah, Collinsville's arrow. Collinsville go on offense. They'll get Geladini back in there.
Yeah,
and
Josh
Chambers just gets about 12 seconds of playing.
Yeah, didn't get much, did he?
No, but he did his job, and that's what we need.
Here is Taylor, races past Tommy Williams, dumps it off, and Granger gets taken out by Williams, and I think he had his arm around his neck.
Just about there. That's far from a common foul, and especially when the guy is going up for a jam like that.
Second foul on Tommy Williams. And Granger to the free throw line tonight for the first time. And for David, he is a 62.5% free throw shooter on the year. First one, no good.
Chambers for Geladini again. In anticipation of going back on defense there after this next free throw.
Off the bench tonight, Granger into double-digit figures now with 10. And Granger misses both of them. Rebound belongs to the Maroons. 8 seconds left. Maroons trying for this last shot. Here is Price at the top of the key. Three-point shot, no good. Bounces around at the buzzer almost. Put in by Tommy Williams. And that is how the third quarter comes to a close. 45-26 in favor of Collinsville as we head to the fourth quarter, and we'll bring that fourth quarter to you here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Back to action here at Belleville East High School. Todd Duke, Zach Roseman, and Chris Kettler along with you as Belleville West volleys for a rebound, and somebody had control of it while they were stepping out of bounds, and that somebody was wearing purple and white. Or in this case, white and purple. So, the Maroons will inbound from underneath of their own basket. Tommy Williams is the trigger man. He gets the ball into Wallace, who gets it into Price. Spin move, and a foul coming up against, is that going to go against Kawan Smith? Yep, that'll be his first. Team 5th. The Maroons have 4 fouls here in the second half. This time the inbound pass on the opposite side of the basket, triggered by Wells into Grafe, who gets it over to Williams. Williams gets it back over to Wells. Bounce pass into Tommy Grafe, kicks it back outside. Here is Wallace for 3. That one's good. Wallace has 3 3-pointers tonight. And here is Gelladini into the corner. Logan Carlisle for 3 to answer. That's a little short. Gelladini gets the rebound. Smith back to Gelladini at the free throw line. Dribble drive, underhand, backwards, and good for Rayshawn Taylor. His first field goal here in this second half.
Just comes cutting through as Gelladini has the ball in the middle of the court.
Wells drives right through baseline, then off the glass, high for Wallace, and plus he's fouled. Wallace will go to the line for a bonus shot, and this foul is going to belong to Logan Carlisle. That'll be his first, team 6th now.
West mixing it up here a bit now, attacking the basket more. So they'll get KJ back in the game. Try to quell that.
Giovanni Wallace at the free throw line for the first time tonight. His first shot, and only shot, good. Wallace came into the contest at 83.3% free throw shooter. That's a pretty lofty percentage. And another whistle and a timeout call. This one is going to be taken by Collinsville, obviously, because Belleville West does not have any more timeouts left. We'll just go ahead and keep it here for this one. 6:35 left to play here in this fourth quarter. And taking a look at the other action tonight in the Moline Regional Championship game. It is East Moline taking on Normal West. And in the Bradley Regional, it is Normal Community High School taking on Yorkville. And of course, if we get that far, we could be seeing one of those 4 teams a little bit later on.
Something we had was O'Fallon 35-29 up on Edwardsville. 4 minutes to go.
Here we have 6:35 to go. So chances are we'll know who wins that one before this one is over. And another whistle as the ball goes out of bounds. As Geladini inbounds, does so to Smith. Smith all the way back out to midcourt. Spins, splits the defense, and then gets tripped up. And we're going to have a blocking foul. This one's going to go maybe against Tommy Williams, or it's going to go against Wallace. His second. Team 5th. So once again, Geladini will inbound from the exact same spot. Here is Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor in front of the student body cheering section wearing the purple and white. All the way back out to midcourt, he takes it. Then he dribbles and drives in the paint, takes the off-balance shot, and always some way, Rayshawn Taylor will find a way to score.
And if he's going to get that close, most of the time it's going to go in, gets the shot up, falls in. If you can get him in that close, he's deadly.
49-32 in favor of Collinsville. Here is Grafe, kicks it back outside now for Price. Price stops at the free throw line, gives it up on the run for Wells. Wells
runs into a wall.
Runs into a wall, and the wall won, and the wall stole the ball as well. Here is Smith over to Geladini. Geladini gets double teamed, gives it up to Smith. Smith to Rayshawn in the paint, dumps it off the glass. Kedrian Jones is back in the game, and now KJ is in double digits.
That's really changed it here. West was attacking the basket. Now KJ's back in there, and they can't get to it.
KJ says, nope. Tommy Grafe, you cannot bring that stuff in here.
Schobert arguing for some call, and now he's getting warned. Schobert going to do everything he can here all the way to the end to fight for his team.
So the Maroons will inbound underneath of their own basket. And it comes all the way out to midcourt to Wallace. Back over to Williams. Williams pops a three over Rayshawn Taylor's head, and it skips across the rim. Rebound belongs to Belleville West. And a loose ball, underhand to Rayshawn off the glass. Good for 2.
He wasn't able to get the steal, but he left enough for Geladini to get it to him, and Rayshawn continued up the court, lays it in. Back up past 20.
53-32. Here is Price on the left wing. Gets it to the free throw line for Williams. Hop, skip, and a jump. He loses. I think Williams is getting a little testy now, and he just looked like he almost like throat punched Rayshawn.
Rayshawn just came down with the ball fairly effortlessly, and Williams just didn't like that and put some frustrations out there. And Schobert will say, have a seat, man, just calm down a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know if he did it on purpose. He was trying to reach in for the ball real quick, and it just looked like he kind of made contact with Rayshawn around the neck area. But Schobert takes him out, and that was almost a carry. I think Kawan Smith got away with carrying the ball on his hip for a minute.
Got away with it, so
yeah,
he
says,
did. I'll just continue on to the basket, see how this ends up.
Yeah.
This will end up him going to the line.
Tommy Grafe picks up his first foul, and now we're going to have 2 shots coming for Kawan Smith. His first trip to the free throw line tonight. And for Skeet coming in, 70.2% from that charity stripe, and he hits the first one.
Some big free throws last Friday that iced that game at Eastside.
One more coming for Smith, and he'll hit both of them. And he becomes the 4th Kahok player to hit double digits here tonight. He now has 10. Here is Wallace. Gets it into the corner now for Patterson. And back out to Wells, and now back out front for Wallace once again. Not good for the Maroons when your best player is on the bench. A fingertip roll, wouldn't fall, and Grafe picks up the rebound and puts it in for 2. That's his first points. 4:20 left to play here in this 4th quarter. 55-34 in favor of Collinsville, and a foul coming up against Belleville West. This one's going to go against Julian Patterson. That'll be his first, and that is the team's 7th, so it's 1-1 time now for Collinsville. And back at the free throw line is Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor, 1 of 2 at the charity stripe here tonight.
Tough to make one of those two after coming down hard. He shook that off since.
Yeah, and that one falls. Rayshawn shakes his head like, thank you. Yeah, that first one he took, I think he was still in a little bit of discomfort there. And he misses the second one on this end, so 2 for 4 from the line. Rebound belongs to Belleville West. And Tommy Williams is back into the game, being guarded by Taylor on that right wing, far side of the court. Picks up his dribble, trying to find someone to get rid of it to, and finally he does to Wells. Now Wallace, he'll take a 3-point shot. That one ticks off the rim, and a whistle. Underneath the basket, there was a foul. Now they're going to call it against. Now they're going to call it against Taylor. That'll be his second, excuse me. And now it's Collinsville's 7th, so it's 1-1 time for the Maroons. And Tommy Williams at the free throw line. He hit 1 of 2 from there in the first half.
Not sure where that foul was.
Not either. It was under the basket as the ball was in the air. Ball on the way. Good. I don't know what they're talking about now. Not a clue. And KJ will go out. Josh Chambers will come back in.
Whatever it is between KJ and Grafe of West.
Yeah.
Coach Lee Jones can put it into it and bring in Josh Chambers.
Williams hits both of his free throws.
65-39, St. Louis over Triad.
65-39, wow.
So much for that halftime lead of the
Yeah.
night. The Flyers turned it on in the second half.
3:40 left to play. Here is Taylor in the paint in the air, and then he gets the ball ripped out of his hands. And the Maroons bring it back up. Price gets it up to Williams, and off the glass. Williams couldn't get it to fall, and another foul coming up here against Collinsville. And this one's going to go against Geladini. That'll be his 4th. Back to the free throw line, Tommy Williams. He just hit 2 from there a moment ago. Kahoks are up by 20. 56-36. And Williams swishes yet another one. Williams, one more. Hits that one as well. So Williams remains perfect from the free throw line at 4 for 4. But his team trails by 18 with a little time left. 3:20 to be exact. And here is Rayshawn Taylor. He gets it over at the scorer's bench for Geladini. Back over to Taylor. Over to Smith. Smith attracts a double team. Takes it across the paint, runs into Taylor. Luckily, Rayshawn did a little Olay move and got out of his way. Geladini gets double teamed. I guess that's what Belleville West's primary function is right now, double team the ball carrier. That ball gets away from Kawan Smith, and then Rayshawn holds on to it, dribbles his way out of it, in the paint, dumps it off for Chambers. Oh, it rolls around the rim. Oh.
West was trying to foul him.
They were.
West didn't call it. Then it almost looked like a layup for Chambers.
Here is Williams. He floats through the lane, and he's going to be fouled by Chambers. Chambers will pick up his first foul, team 9th. So the next foul for Collinsville will put the Maroons at the line shooting 2. Right now it's a 1-and-1 opportunity for Tommy Williams, but he's been on fire here in the second half. He went 1 for 2 in the first half, but so far 4 for 4 here in the second half, and usually that's a jinx. Nope, didn't work.
KJ will come back in. Getting one last little talk to from Coach Lee saying, get out there, act right, and let's finish off this regional championship. Be out there here at the end for it.
Yeah. Got all the starters out there right now, except for Granger. He's
Nate Hulls never came back in.
Out there instead of Hall. Yeah, he's sitting at the end of the bench. Hopefully it's just precautionary as Williams misses the second one. And Ray Sean with the ball in the backcourt. 2.5 to go here in this fourth quarter. Ray Sean gets it over to Geladini. Geladini dribbles out of trouble, then gets triple team. That leaves somebody open. That someone is Smith. Smith all the way back at midcourt. One arm pass over to Geladini. Then he gets shoved from behind. This one's going to go against, well, they're not going to call it against Williams. They're going to call it against Wallace. Giovanni Wallace picks up his third. Also the Maroons' ninth. So each team one foul away from sending the other team to the line for two. Geladini looking to dent the scoreboard for the first time tonight. And no good. Rebound belongs to the Maroons. Here's Tommy Williams. Gets it over to Newsom. Newsom kicks it back out to Patterson. He penetrates the lane, and then Ray Sean causes another turnover maybe. That ball's in the backcourt, and then Granger knocks down Tommy Williams, and Granger is going to get called for his second.
So close to being a steal for Ray Sean.
Yes, it was. So that is the 10th team foul, and the Maroons will shoot two from here on out. But from here on out is just 1 minute and 54 seconds from now, game clock-wise. Tommy Williams at the free throw line once again. No good. That's two in a row now he's missed. One more coming up for the 6'4" junior Tommy Williams. That one is good. Tommy Williams heads to the bench. Ruben Howell comes in. Geladini with the inbound to Kawan Smith, who gives it up to Ray Sean, as we have 1:50 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Here's Taylor across the line. Dribbles, drives, in the paint. Underhand shot won't go, but I don't even know if that was a shot as much as it was a pass. Jones gets it, banks it off the glass for two, plus he'll go for a bonus.
And Sean's going to claim it was a pass.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I was trying to set him up there.
Tommy Grafe picks up his second foul. KJ back to the line. He went up there on the first play of the game, got the first point of the game for Collinsville, and might end his night with the same point. We'll see. 59-40. 85 seconds left here in this fourth quarter. Here is Howell into the paint, takes a shot high off the glass, can't get it to go. KJ with the rebound for Collinsville. He brings it up, Taylor back to KJ, off the glass, good for two more. Collinsville is going to put this game away. 21-point lead. High off the glass for Newsom, it won't go. Grafe gets the rebound, he'll put it back up and in.
He hit a minute to go, and Kahoks up 19 are going to win a regional championship.
First one in 5 years. Here is Rayshawn Taylor. And dumps it off. Once again, KJ off the glass, and good for two more. Here is Newsom. Kahok fans are getting on their feet. They can taste the victory.
Yeah, they're coming alive now.
30 seconds to go. Here is Rayshawn. Into the, into the paint again. This time an underhanded pass turns into a turnover. Here is a three-point try, and that one misses the mark, and Geladini bats that out of there like a volleyball player. Up to Taylor, and then no one wants to put the ball in the basket. This time the rebound belongs to Belleville West. We're down to 5 seconds left, and Collinsville is going to pick up another turnover, and that's going to do it. 63-44. Final score, here from Belleville West. And the Collinsville Kahawks pick up their 30th win on the year. The first time that the Kahawks got 30 wins in a basketball season since the 1976-77 year. So how about that? Collinsville will move on, and they will take on the winner of the O'Fallon-Edwardsville game, and we're waiting for a final on that one.
Final on that one.
But in the meantime, we will tell you that we are going to transition ourselves into the post-game program, brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville. Chiropractic Works, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew have been focusing on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. Visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works. They're located at 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Post-game show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach. Whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues, we have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune has now added Collinsville to their coverage area this year, including coverage of City Hall, happenings in Collinsville, as well as coverage of the Unit 10 schools and the Collinsville Kahawks, plus more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper that is published every Thursday and has been reporting news and sports in Madison County for over 30 years. Subscriptions are only $32 for an entire year, delivered to your home and the online edition. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at www.timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Troy Times-Tribune.
Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, the newest in online auctioning. Go to ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's HIBid.com to check out what's up for bid in the next auction. Ogle Auctions deals with everyday items like board games, t-shirts, and more, to collectibles, whether that is a vehicle, vinyl records, or vintage toys. Or how about a trolley car? And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more items. Check out their next online auction at ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's ogleauctionshibid.com. Or call Kim Ogle today at 618-980-4530.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahoks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahok, always a Kahok. Hashtag Kahok Family. Something old can be something new again. The Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville proves that old adage right one more time. Derek and Whitney Reiser, along with brewmaster and distillery operator Torrin O'Brien, Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is not just a place to eat and drink, but more of a must-experience destination in the St. Louis area. With its Collinsville Herald newspaper feel, Old Herald Brewery and Distillery features a restaurant, a tap room, and of course a state-of-the-art one-of-a-kind distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery can handle all of your group functions, as well with an event space that can handle you and 79 of your friends for any large gathering. And the food? Well, simply amazing, with local and new favorites, plus brunch on Sundays. How about bocce ball or bags on the patio? Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville. Give them a call at 855-8027, online at oldheraldbrewing.com, or on Facebook at Old Herald.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach. Whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues, we have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Collinsville victorious here tonight, 63-44, and they capture this for a regional title. First title in a regional for Collinsville in 5 years. And joining us now is Collinsville head coach Darren Lee. See, we pull a weird one on you every once in a while, and we even wanted Coach Anderson to come up here and pull a hammy up the stairs, right?
Well, he's looking at. We're working on some guys down there. We got a few guys banged up. So
yeah, what happened to Nate Hall? You take a finger to the eye?
Yeah, and hey, you see him double, and we couldn't get him back in. So we were kind of getting banged up, and that was definitely a concern. Hopefully, we can get him straightened out by Tuesday.
All right. Well, talk about the game. That was a nice performance by your team all the way
Jumped
around.
Jumped all over them, played well. We just get a little. Sometimes we get a little lackadaisical. I would rather bear down third and fourth, but it's a good basketball team. West is, but boy, we just, we're able to go into KJ. If we could just keep him out of foul trouble. I mean, he's just dominant in there. They had no answer for him. So you got inside, you got outside with those two.
And you got to give Belleville West some credit. They tried all night long to shut down Taylor. Tommy Williams was all over him all night long, but Rayshawn finds a way to get it done.
He does. He's hard to guard. And it also wears out their best player to try to score. I mean, when you put Tommy Williams on him, it makes it tough.
Yeah, and, and if you take your eye off of Rayshawn even just for a second, you're going to miss something that you haven't seen before. How about that no-look, over-the-shoulder pass to Granger for the slam at the baseline?
Yeah, he's got great vision. There's no doubt. He's also a good player.
Well, you accomplished a lot there early. You did get, almost 9 straight points out of Kedrian Jones in the paint in that first quarter.
Yeah, we did. He was just, like I said earlier, he was just dominant, and we just got to keep him out of foul trouble. But yeah, he was. We were able to establish him in the post, and they didn't have much of an answer.
Last time I think Belleville West hit 11 of 23 3-pointers. They took 22 tonight, but they only hit 6, so that helps out.
It does. I thought we did a nice job guarding. I mean, number 10 threw some in, but we stayed up on 11, and 23 hit a couple. But I thought we did a pretty good job staying up on those guys.
O'Fallon won their game tonight, 48-42 over Edwardsville. So we already talked about earlier how tough it is to beat a team 3 times, but you don't have to worry about that since you guys have won one on each other's court there. So how are you looking at this game Tuesday?
Well, it'll be a tough game. I mean, I have to look at a little video. I really haven't thought about them much. We're going to have to do a better job of running offense than we did early in that game last time. Our half-court offense, they did a nice job guarding us. So I don't know who they're even starting right now. I think Riley's back, but obviously Riley and Algie hurt us in that first game. And we'll just have to come ready to play and see if we can get another W.
All right, congratulations on the win. Go enjoy it. That is Collinsville head coach Darren Lee joining us on the post-game program here tonight. Let's go over some numbers for you. Leading scorer in this one was Rayshawn Taylor, 23 points. 4 Collinsville Kahok players in the double digits tonight. Rayshawn Taylor with 23. Kedrian Jones with 18. And then David Granger and Kawan Smith both had 10. And Nate Hall chipped in with a couple of points. Leading points for Belleville West was Tommy Williams with his 15 points. Giovanni Wallace had 12, and Khalid Price had 10. After that, Tommy Grafe off the bench with 4, and Greg Wells had 1 point here in this game. Rest of the numbers look like this. Collinsville out rebounding Belleville West 24-18. The Maroons turned the ball over 11 times. Collinsville turned it over 9 times. Kahawks hit 3 of 5 3-pointers. Most of those came in the first half. And you just heard me talk about West. They hit 6 of 22 from the 3-point stripe. And from a little bit closer in at the free throw line, Kahawks shot 50%, hitting 6 of 12, while the Maroons hit 10 of 15. So that's going to bring us to a close. Chris Keller, your final thoughts.
Glad we got the regional championship. It's just the first step here at Mini, hopefully. This team's worked real hard here, and it seems like they're playing some of their better basketball now. After some bumps in the road throughout February there, we'll turn our attentions now to O'Fallon, and that's been one of our toughest matchups. The 2 games against O'Fallon, game at O'Fallon was just disastrous for the most part. Couldn't really get anything going, and then the game earlier in the year really was O'Fallon's win if they could have just made some free throws. So Cal's got some demons to get through against O'Fallon. It's going to be a real tough battle, and see who is the last one standing. Cal's won the conference championship, but most importantly, it's going to be who gets that trip to Pekin next Friday.
We will find out on Tuesday night. Right now, we do not have a location for you. I understand that is going to be released tomorrow morning, but we do know the participants. It'll be Collinsville and O'Fallon in the sectional semifinal on Tuesday, and no matter where it is, we will be there for you to bring it to you live here on the Kahok Sports Network. Big thank you to Coach Lee joining us in the pre and the post-game show, and a big thank you again to Zach Roseman on the camera and my cohort over here with the other headset on, Chris Kettler. My name is Todd Duque, and until Tuesday night, we will continue to celebrate a regional championship. First one for Collinsville in 5 years, and until Tuesday night, everyone, have yourselves a fantastic weekend.